Uh, so participating, the global call that Gandhi in Action is producing is wherever you are, in whatever you are involved, in that year be prepared to reflect upon the work of Vinoba and Gandhi and whatever that meant as a stimulant goal for each person to realize this Jai Jagat and in his own life, thinking globally and acting locally, and also so this participation would be get more involved in this change into your personal life and in the way you are acting within the society you are in locally, right? So in that year, each group that would be contacted and will feel like joining could organize something into their own lifestyle, organization, and social environment, something to bring forward one or many of the values of the Gandhi and Vinoba's dream. But besides this call for action, or be prepared to, action in 1995, so that the global celebration will be all over the world. But is there anything that we could do in India, where many organizations will promote the celebrations? And joining in India internationally, how can we support this and witness our participation from the West to this, which is not just a celebration, but is a remembrance of the call that those two guys did to humanity for joining. As the time are now of change, the East Europe is in a global change in mental, social, economical, political organization, and so is West Europe, which is trying to find unity, respecting the differences in culture and economy and language, which is a big problem of Europe in communication. And so it's changing South America, it's changing Africa, it's changing North America. And in this moment of change, where the rule of governments of so different kind, from dictatorship to democracy, from capitalism to socialism, and when all these rulers are in kind of difficulty in expressing justice and prosperity, don't you think that the call to Swaraj, which is a call to individuals as well as communities, is an opportune moment, is a very update call for each individual that we might be able to contact before 1995?
Yes, I think you have got the right goal, which Gandhi and Vinoba both set for not only for the Indian people, but the people all over the world. I think the two basic issues for which Gandhi in Action has been striving are one is how the geopolitical boundaries could be eliminated, because this is a very, very basic issue over which millions and millions of dollars are being spent in maintaining these boundaries, and all the precious natural resources which are at the disposal of a human being by God for their good, not for their inhalation. So how the geopolitical boundaries could be eliminated, this is one issue. And secondly, in the Western countries, perhaps not many people know about this issue, for which Vinoba fought throughout his life. People know about Marx, the concept of evolution of private property, but not with the same means as which Vinoba had talked through his movements of Bhudan and Gramdan. So his approach was that whatever is the nature's gift to human being is God's gift to human being, and human being should not become the owner or the master of these gifts, but should treat them as a trustee, as given to them with full trust by God, that you will utilize these for your good and for the good of others, and not for exploiting others, and not for through these means. So this second issue of abolition of private property of all sort, not only land, and then establishing the concept of trusteeship, keeping the things with us, using them as not our own, but as given to us with full trust, full faith. So this is the second issue. And these are two very, very important issues, and very difficult also to put into practical life. So as you said before, the motto, think locally, act globally, or act locally, think globally, I tried to give it a new meaning and a new dimension, and I say that let us think positively, because today most of the issues that we are facing individually and also nationally or internationally are because of our negative thinking. So we have to bring positivity into our thinking. We must think, means we must think positively. So positive has got two meaning. You must think, and must think in a positive way. And this is very important to start with. I think at the individual level, we all have to ponder over this issue, and we have to start thinking positively. And then comes the action, and action has to be at the local level. And the problems are different at the local level, so we have to involve more and more people at the local level to deal with those problems, like the one you discussed, the family problem. In the Western world, the family institution is decaying. Not only that, even the basics between man and women relationship is also coming to a great crisis. So in India, we have the system that had worked so far, the family institution. The institution of family is based on two basic principles, love and sacrifice. So each one of us has to sacrifice ourselves for others, and that would definitely generate love, and that will build the global family.
Well, 6 years ago, or more or less in this time, we were here for the peace march for nonviolent society. And right in this park in Valsesia, you, I think, throw there a kind of a mantra, like it was, do you remember?
Yes, in 1986, in the International Year of Peace, with the cooperation of friends like you, we could organize this People's March for a Non-Violent Society. And I could see that the seeds that were put at the time are germinating, and germinating in a very healthy way. Many individuals, many persons, many groups are becoming active, more active, and the ideas that were thrown at that time are taking shape, and the peace trees that we planted at that time are growing big, and that is the proof that the peace is expanding in human hearts. And whenever I come to this area, I see people staring at me with a strange look, thinking that this man has got something different to live or to talk. So always eager to talk, always eager to share their feelings and life.
Yeah, but I wanted to conclude this interview with that Toro Yedivare, Joro di Kitare. Maybe we can say it together, okay? Saying thank you for all those that gave our attention in this time. Okay?
Toro ye divare, joro dil ki tare, तोड़ो 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 ये दीवारें, जोड़ो 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 दिल की तारें।